can see it perfect right there. It's a drape bust, large scent. And as the wind hits it, it just gets better and better. Wait, is that a cufflink?
Yep. Yeah.
There's a Navy anchor on there.
Right.
Was it gilt at one time, Rich? Well, that is a great piece.
I saw a shank and chain.
Uh-oh. I think it was not only military, but an officer's button. And we think Rev War, but that is another amazing piece. Wow, what is that?
That does look like a sunburst.
Keep going. 1826? Doug, what the heck do you have here? Oh my God, Doug. There's a giant eagle on it. Oh my, what is this?
I see letters.
Republic of Mexico. This might be like an 8 real, Doug. It's an 8 real. I see it right there. It's an 8 real. We've never gotten one before. That is absolutely amazing.
It was screaming.
Doug, it might be one of the greatest coins I've ever seen. And it is massive. It's the size of a Morgan dollar, maybe bigger. Maybe bigger. Doug, you're my hero.
Well, thank you.
You are my hero.
Thank you.
Doug, you're the man. Congratulations.
Today.
Well, every day.
Or for now.
Today, you're the man with a good
10 minutes
coin.
from now, it could be any one of us.
Great job.
Thank you.
What's up, guys? QuarterHoarder here. Oh man, you remember all that stuff from like 2 weeks ago? The 1800 drape bust large cent, Rich's Revolutionary War naval officer's cufflink with that matching Rev War button with the little star in the middle, and of course Doug's monstrous silver 8 real. Oh, the thing was the size of a manhole cover. Well, I told you when I put that video out that I pushed it to the front of the line because I thought the finds were just so incredible. Well, this week's video is going to be all the stuff we found before that, including our oldest coin that we've ever found. Wait till you see that. It was incredible. So join me, Dog Tag Doug, Mexican Doug, Jay and Fond Doug, Rich Van Winkle, and our new friend Matt, who not only got the permission, but earned himself a nickname. So I hope you guys enjoy this week's video, and I will see you at the end. Later.
Okay, Matt called me over. He and Rich are hovering over the hole. I think I heard copper. So maybe, let's see if we see it. Oh, okay, well it helps when you point it out. Okay, it does look like copper. Ooh, it is copper.
Oh, it's got a date on it too. 1846.
1846. That would probably be a matron. You see the wreath? I see you turned it over.
You want a toothbrush? Yeah, you want to clean it up a little bit.
Did you put it in my hand? There you go. All right. Well, I can't make anything out that way.
Try to clean it up a little bit.
Yeah, let's clean it up and get a better idea on it. It's definitely not a modern quarter. That's for sure. I'll let Jason blow it up, but there's the date, 1848?
48 or 46?
46 or 48. But boy, that's coming up nicely. Definitely a matron. And not all that deep, it looks.
No, it was right underneath that root there. I had to cut that thing in half.
Oh, okay, so not 3-4 inches down.
Mm-hmm.
It's your turn, Rich.
I haven't found anything today yet.
Well, hey.
All I had a piece of crotal bell. That was it.
You got nice detail on that.
Rich just came over. He just came up with something really, really neat. Now, you can't tell, except you see that appendage at the top? That is a hatchet. And the central piece looks to be a shield. So we're going to clean it up a little bit better and maybe get a better ID on it, but it looks like it might have been a Native American with a shield and a hatchet in his hand. Cleaned up a bit. It looks to be, like we said, a shield with a hand holding a hatchet. Now on the back, it's hard to say whether this was a pin or what. It's pretty gnarly looking, but it's got some nice little color to it, and whatever it is, it's interesting. Way to go, Rich.
Thank you.
Yeah, all right. My first good signal was a weaker signal, but it was deep. What, about 8-9 inches down? And as I moved the dirt, it got a little better. And here's what I got to show for it. A copper. I'm going to clean it up and hopefully we'll get a good ID on it. So we'll be right back. Okay, here's the coin cleaned up a bit. And the guys with the better eyes informed me, and I can just now begin to see it, that there are 2 busts on the coin, on the obverse. If Rich wants to point with his pointer, there's one forehead and nose, and then right beside it, the other bust.
All right, Doug just walked this coin over to me, and this is incredible, Doug. Now, you saw the 2 busts on there because
Yes.
It's obviously not a big giant head.
No.
It's 2 distinct heads. It's a William and Mary, and they only released 2 coins together, a 1693, which has a harp on the back, and this 1694, which would have Britannia on the back.
Yep.
So it's got to be 1694, and I can even see the date on yours.
Yes, you see the shield over here. There's her head and her arm raised.
Absolutely. I mean, you don't
And-
even have to point it out. It's
Yeah,
incredible detail on it.
I can't believe for that age that it's in that good a shape.
Yeah, the 16 is clear as day, and I
Yeah.
can see the 4 from certain angles.
I was afraid to scrape it too much.
Yeah, I hope so.
I don't know what. I don't know how to clean them
That's
without
incredible.
ruining them.
Doug, this is our oldest coin we've ever gotten. After Mary died, King William ruled alone for like 8 or 9 years.
Yeah.
But the 2 of them together, I mean, there's only like 2 copper coins. The year 1693, which has the Irish Hibernia harp on the back,
Right.
and then this 1694 that has Britannia. That's amazing. I've never held one in my hand before.
Can you tell which is which?
Well, that must be Mary in the back because she is smoking good looking.
Oh,
And then William, I only know because William, after Mary died, it's the exact same image that William stayed on the coin. They just kind of moved him over a little bit and cropped Mary out with like Photoshop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, and I recognize his little hair pulled back.
I could tell right away it was 2 busts.
Yeah.
And believe me, I know 2 busts when I see it.
You are the master of 2 busts. Well, Doug, that's an amazing coin, man.
It's beautiful.
It's the oldest coin I've ever held in my hand that came out of the ground.
I mean, it's not a gem, but it's
Hey, you got incredible detail on it.
for that age.
Absolutely, I love it. Way to go, man. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That sounds pretty sharp. Pretty solid. Very shallow. Shallow could mean something more modern. Let's see. See if we can fish this out. That's deeper than I thought. Let's see if we can get a little shovelful here. Let's see if I got it out or not. It's out. All right, you ready? Ooh.
No way.
It's a big, beautiful, large cent. Where's Doug? Dougie! Oh, it's got good detail on it, Matt.
Oh, that thing's.
Wait, what the heck is that?
Is that Washington?
Yeah, it's George Washington. It must be a token. I thought it was a large cent. What the heck is that? This is like bigger than a $50. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I bet it's a New York World's Fair thing. Let me brush this down, get my glasses on, and get a good look at it. Hang on. All right, there it is. Man, it sure looked like a large cent, didn't it, Matt?
Yeah, it did.
It's a 150th anniversary token of George Washington's inauguration. It's massive in size, Doug. It's bigger than a $50 easily.
Yeah, it looks more like a silver dollar size.
Yeah. And the back, it flips sideways. The back says 1939. It's hard to read. It says New York World's Fair. I recognize it from that. That's the logo of the World's Fair, that
Right.
globe. And we found other World's Fair things over the years.
Looks like a basketball going into a net.
Hey, well, George didn't shoot that. He was a terrible shot. He was no Steph Curry of his day. But that's a great find, man. I've never seen it before. And I do love that World's Fair stuff. I have a case of just World's Fair memorabilia. Yep, going right in there. Love it.
Good job, man.
All right, right in the front yard now of this 1700s house. And Doug said he's got something good. I thought I saw a round coin in your hand, but I couldn't see what it was.
I can't see without glasses.
I think I see Abe Lincoln with glasses.
Really?
I think I do. Let me see. Yep, definitely Abe Lincoln.
Is it? Okay, it's probably a wheat.
Yep, definitely a wheat. I see the wheat stalks. I see 1 cent in the middle. It's a little dark. I don't know if we're going to be able to get a date off of it, but oh no, I think I can. Nope, I can't. But that's okay. That's a nice old wheat cent, Doug. This house behind me, I don't want to necessarily show it yet, but it's a gorgeous 1700s house, big wraparound porch. Should be a good day.
And wraparound driveway.
Yeah, it's a monster.
You want to dare live dig that? Or?
The numbers are a little...
They're jumpy.
They're a little jumpy. I'm not going to live dig it, but I'm going to dig it for sure. Let's take a look. All right, I cut the plug. I flipped the plug over, and staring at me is that. Now, to me, that looks about quarter size, and I thought it looked silver, but Doug thinks it looks more coppery.
I think it's old.
It's a barber, Doug. It's a barber quarter.
Get out.
Yeah, it's a 1900 barber quarter. When I took the plug over, Doug, it was staring at me just like you saw it.
But it's got so much junk on it. Yeah, there's the eagle.
Let me give this a spray down, Doug.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I mean, that was crazy. I don't know if I've ever dug a hole like that and just kind of saw.
Show everybody how bad a detectorist I am. Scan up to
oh yeah,
my hole.
right there, Doug had a wheat penny. But you were going this way, Doug. You were walking this way, and then you kind of hooked off to the right.
For me,
the house, I don't want to show it, but it's right there, old colonial house.
Yeah.
And yeah, let me brush.
5 feet away, you find the.
I'm gonna just give this a spray down.
Yep. Barber.
I flipped the plug over, Matt, and it was staring at me just like this.
Barber?
Yeah, it's a barber quarter. It's got a lot of gunk on it, though.
Yeah, it didn't look silver.
I thought it looked silver.
Now.
I thought it looked silver for sure.
Yeah.
Let me see this, Dougie.
I guess the angle.
There it is. I think it's 1900. It's hard to see. It's very dirty, even with the spray down.
Yeah.
And this side's a little bit better.
Do you see any mint mark?
Well, it's hard to see anything. Later, Doug, when I'm looking at it on the big screen, I see so much more than looking at this little screen.
Well, it sure looks more silver now.
Yeah, and you guys heard it. I think I recorded some of the sound. It was a little bit bouncy, but man, as soon as I took the plug over, I saw it sitting out like that much of it, and it looked shiny to me. That's a good find.
Yeah, good job.
All right, there's my barber quarter. I tried to clean it up. It is just in awful, awful shape. There is crud and gunk all over it. But I thought it was 1900. It's actually 1906. And when I saw 1906, I got excited because I don't have either the O or the D mint mark. And again, this side's terrible too, but you can see has an O mint mark down at the bottom. And the O mint mark is a scarcer date. I think there's only like 3 million of them made. So it's a pretty, well, I don't want to say rare, but it's a more scarce date of the barber quarter series run. And even though in this condition, this thing is barely worth melt value, and it's still cool I can get that place in the book. I try to complete all the coin books from Civil War to period, you know, every coin, every mint mark. I still need a bunch of the hard ones, but I did need the 06 O barber quarter, and I'm super excited to add that to the book. All right, Matt and Adam got themselves a good find. He yelled out D-buckle, and oh yeah. Oh, that is a nice one. That's thin too. So many different buckle shapes and sizes. They're hard to date. I have no idea what age it is. I would just be lying if I did. Sometimes I can tell if it has the tine on there, if the tine is copper or iron. But that's what it is. Nice old D-buckle, maybe off of a knapsack or something. Looks a little too frail for horse tack. Hey, good find, brother.
All right, thanks.
Oh, I'm happy with this one, Rich. This was way, way down, Rich. I don't even know.
See.
Yeah, maybe 10 inches
And
deep.
that's not a normal ringer on the back. That's dots. See
Is that what it is? I didn't even
little
look at it
dots.
yet. I saw it. I saw the shank was busted. And, wow, it is so oh, maybe that's dirt. No, it's pretty thick.
Yeah.
Oh, there might be an image on it. It feels bumpy and lumpy.
I bet you there is.
You're right. I do see dots going around it. Let me brush it. I think there might be an image on there, and I don't want to ruin it. So
There is. I saw.
I know I can
lines or
feel it's
something.
too thick. So hang on. Let me brush it down. All right, there's my button. I don't think there's an image on there. There's just a lot of corrosion, so it felt bumpy like there was going to be an image. It's just a one-piece flat button. The back's got that really cool ring of dots going around it, though, which I'm not familiar with. That's pretty unique. There might be some writing up here, too. It's going to need some work. It was so deep, it was down into like almost the clay layer, you know what I mean? So it was like moist. And this side, I don't know if there's an image on there or not. I'll have to give it a really good cleaning up later. But man, I love those buttons, so I will take it regardless. Number one on the day. That's great. Awesome. That sounds juicy. Maybe silver dime all over it. Just stops. I like that. But if you look at the lettering on my coil, and I go over it, it's a little long, but I think there's a target there and then a separate target here. 1, 2. I don't think it's long. I think it's a spill of something. All right, let me dig it out of the ground. Hang on. Well, you guys heard it, and I actually got this one right, Doug. It sounded long, but I thought it was going to be 2 distinct tones, and it was 2 distinct coins. There was one there and one here. They were both only modern clad dimes, but that little bit of attenuation in between, I knew it wasn't one long thing, you know, because it was too long to be one coin.
A little bit of a gap.
Yeah, just a little bit. So not a great find, but really nice when your machine can sniff out, 2 separate things over one large thing. Awesome. All right, this one was a 21. I wasn't sure what a 21 was going to be, so I didn't live dig it. And it was much deeper than I thought. My machine said it was only 2 inches, which was probably about 6 inches down. I finally had to get the big shovel and flop it up. And this came out, Doug. And at first glance, I thought it was like an escutcheon. But I see fancy on it. Yeah, I see fancy going all around it. I might have hit it right there at my shovel. And in the light,
Wow,
yeah,
really pops out.
it sure does. Let me brush it down and see what it looks like. I think it's going to be a brooch.
Yeah, look, it's got a pin
Yeah, right there. Yep,
on both
yep.
sides.
That's the receiving side. All right, let me give this a brush down. Hang on a second. All right, there it is in the sun, all cleaned up. I love all the decoration on it. And look how big it is, Doug. I've got big, giant, manly hands, too. These aren't like little baby hands I got. It's really big. It's super fancy all around. And the back, like Doug said, it's definitely a pin. Maybe a hat pin, like you said. Awfully large, though.
As big as it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's really massive. And I love all the fancy decoration on it. It's got to be 1800s, late 1800s.
Which
Wow.
was the Gilded Age, and they wore those large hats back then.
Wow, you'd still look good in a large hat, Doug. You could rock
Sure.
a beaver
you
hat.
need a large hat for my large head.
All right, we're still doing around the house. Matt had this really good signal way down there. You could see this tree root going in between. He had to fish through one side, fish through the other, try to work his magic out. He finally got it out, and he got an old musket ball. This is a pretty good size, 69 caliber one. You know why I think this is a really good find, Doug?
What's that?
Because I think he's got a nickname now.
Basketball Matt?
Musketball Matt, you know. When we go out with someone new, the first good thing they find, that's their nickname. Leroy the Fob Goblin. Never found another fob after that day, but he's the Fob Goblin years later. You're Musketball Matt.
Perfect.
A nice 69 caliber musketball. Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
And you earned yourself a nickname.
Nice.
Awesome. A little bouncy, but I think that could be something good. That some pretty good success so far. Oh, I might have missed it. Let's see, I took my eyes off it for a second. Oh, nope, there it is. Let me see if I can fish it out with my hand. I get the dirt off my hand. Nope, still down there. Oh, right there. If I can get in behind it and pop it out, it should be in this pile right there. Oh, there it is. There it is. That's another penny. It's another wheat. Wheat number 3 for us in the day. I was hoping for a dime, but I'll take the wheat penny. I'll look for some years later. Good find. All right, I got a good one here. This was like a 23-24, and I thought it might have been a penny. I pulled this out. I think it might be a belt slide, but I saw this top piece on there. So
It might be a fob.
Oh, it's monogrammed too.
Oh.
It's monogrammed.
Is it an M or a W?
It depends on how you hold it.
Piece of a belt.
Yeah. Oh, you know, I think you're right. I think it's broken.
Yeah,
I
can
think
see
there was
the back.
probably this hinge on both sides.
Right.
And if I had to guess, I would actually think it's a W more than an M. What was the original homeowner's last name before this family?
Oh, I have no idea.
You don't know?
That is cool though.
No,
Yeah,
I
it
like it.
is.
That's a cool piece. It's busted, but I like the monogram on it. I'll check with the homeowners later and see if they can ID it. All right, well, I'm right up on the house. I mean, the porch is literally right behind these bushes. It's hard to see. But I'm doing up in the front. This was the original walkway. I found that cool brooch not far from here, and this was coming up only about 2 inches deep. I just used a lesh and plucked it out. And this, I think, is going to be some sort of an escutcheon. And I see fancy on this, too. Oh, it's a deer! It's a running deer! There's his antlers and his eye and his body and his legs. Oh, wow, I think it's a deer. It might be a rabbit. Let me brush this down and show Doug. That is a super cool piece. I thought it was just like a furniture escutcheon. All right, I called Dog Tag Doug over because he was in the backyard. Doug, I'm right up on the house, and you know we do really well when you're near the houses. This was super shallow, Doug. I got the lesh and just plopped it right out, maybe an inch down. It's under this leaf. I thought it was a furniture escutcheon, and then I brushed it.
Oh my goodness.
Can you see the image on it?
Yeah, it's a deer.
Yeah.
Big buck.
When it was dirty, it just looked like a fancy, like leaves and feathers
Wow.
and stuff. But yeah,
Hey,
it's
buddy.
a beautiful. Oh, is there a dog here? Oh, there he is.
Hey, buddy.
Hi,
What
bud.
you doing?
He snuck up on me.
Hey.
Hi, buddy. Oh, he looks like an old soul too,
Yeah.
Doug. Old soul.
You know what that looks like?
A deer.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like the front piece of an old wood stove.
Oh, you think so?
It might be. Well, it couldn't be lead if it was on a stove.
No, it's not lead.
It
It's
would
not.
melt.
It's not heavy at all.
Oh, it's not? Let me feel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not lead
That is
heavy.
really nice.
Isn't that cool? All right, it's getting late. We're going to detect back to the cars, which are through the field, so maybe we'll get lucky and get something in the field. But in the backyard on the way out, Matt got himself something cool. Doug, did you see this? He was cleaning it off, and I was like, whoa, stop, stop, stop. Look at the design on that.
Oh, wow. Nice.
That is beautiful. Joe found one similar, Doug, at the Field of 1,000 Holes. His was a little more bent, but it had the same kind of a fancy top part of it. And man, I love the old skeleton keys. Oh, you know what too, Doug?
What's that?
It's a good thing he found the musket ball first, or he'd be Skeletor instead of musket ball Matt.
I like skeletons.
It's all in the timing, Matt. It's all in the timing. Well, hey, great find, man. I love it. That's an awesome piece.
Thank you.
Skeletor.
Oh man, can you believe Doug again? This is getting crazy. He must be sneaking in front of me, burying 2 or 3 bananas, because he pulls a silver 8 real, and then he also gets our oldest coin ever, a 1694 William and Mary half cent. That is just nuts. Congratulations, Doug. You are on fire. I'm going to walk behind you just so I can have the tailings of whatever might fall out of your pocket. And of course, big thank you to Matt, Musketball Matt. He not only got the permission, but he earned himself a cool nickname. I can't wait to see what he finds all summer long, because he might just be ruined after seeing Doug find these incredible things like they're coming out of the ground like wheat cents. And for everybody else out there, make sure you tune in next week. I got a really big announcement where you guys are all going to have a chance to win some super cool stuff. I'm going to give more information about it in next week's video. You don't want to miss this one. It's going to be a big extravaganza. But otherwise, thanks for watching, everybody. Happy hunting, and I will see you on the next one. Later.